All right, y'all, in today's video, we're gonna be talking all about L-Carnitine. By the end of this video, you're gonna know exactly what it is, what its benefits are, and the best way to use it. So let's go ahead and dive right into it. All right, so first things first, what is L-Carnitine? L-Carnitine is a naturally occurring amino acid. Our bodies can produce L-Carnitine from the amino acids methionine and lysine. In addition to the L-Carnitine that your body can synthesize, you can also obtain a small amount from animal products such as meat and dairy. Vegans and vegetarians may have a hard time getting adequate amounts of L-Carnitine. Because of this, L-Carnitine becomes a conditionally essential amino acid. There's a few different forms of carnitine that you might come across, so let's go ahead and explain what they are here. There's acetyl L-Carnitine, also called L-Car. This type of carnitine is likely the most beneficial for the brain. A few studies suggest that this may be beneficial for people with neurodegenerative diseases. There's also L-Carnitine L-tartrate. This is the form most commonly found in sports supplement due to its rapid absorption rate. And lastly, there's L-Carnitine base in injectable form. This is the form that I prefer to use when I'm brewing my supplements, and we'll get a little bit more into that later in the video. All right, so what is L-Carnitine's role in the body? L-Carnitine's primary role in the body is mitochondrial function and energy production. It also aids in transporting fatty acids into the mitochondria where they can then be burned off for fuel. 95% of the L-Carnitine in your body is stored in muscle tissue with trace amount in other organs. So what are the main benefits of supplementing with L-Carnitine? Well, as we mentioned earlier, it plays a vital role in fatty acid oxidation. When you're in a caloric surplus during a bulking phase, it can help reduce the amount of fat gain that you have. And when you're in a cutting phase, it can help transport the fat into the cells where it can be burned off for fuel. So how can L-Carnitine do these things? In one study done by the University of Nottingham, researchers had participants ingest 2 grams of L-Carnitine followed by 80 grams of fast digesting carbs. The separate control group only ingested the carbohydrate. The researchers found that during a session of low intensity cycling, the participants that took the L-Carnitine had a 55% reduction in muscle glycogen burn for fuel. They simultaneously had an increase in their ability to burn fat by 55%. During a session of high intensity cycling, the participants that took the L-Carnitine had reduced levels of lactic acid buildup and higher levels of creatine phosphate. The researchers also found that the L-Carnitine group had a higher resistance to fatigue. They noted that the participants who took the L-Carnitine were able to go for 25% longer on average. This is likely due to the increased level of fat oxidation with the decrease in muscle glycogen, as well as the decrease in lactic acid. L-Carnitine can also increase blood flow to the muscles, which gives you bigger pumps when you go to the gym. L-Carnitine is able to do this because it decreases oxidative damage to your body's natural nitric oxide. It also enhances the activity of a key enzyme in your body's ability to produce nitric oxide. These two together increase your body's nitric oxide levels, which means better pumps, better recovery, and more energy. Another awesome benefit of L-Carnitine supplementation is its ability to increase the number of androgen receptors we have in our body and upregulate its sensitivity to testosterone. A study done by Kramer et al. Has shown that supplementing with 2 grams of L-Carnitine daily can increase the amount of androgen receptors in a male within 3 weeks. There's a common debate if you should take L-Carnitine as an oral supplement or if you should take it as an injectable supplement. Oral L-Carnitine has very poor bioavailability. Only about 15% of the L-Carnitine that you ingest actually gets used by the body. On the flip side, when L-Carnitine is taken as an injectable, near 100% of the L-Carnitine is absorbed by the body. The downside of taking L-Carnitine as an injection is that you can't just buy this in a supplement store, or you can buy oral L-Carnitine at your local GNC or vitamin shop. However, injectable L-Carnitine is still completely legal and natural, non-hormonal substance. So what's the proper way to take injectable L-Carnitine? It can be taken subcutaneously or intramuscularly, but I have tried both, and I can tell you that a subcutaneous injection of L-Carnitine is extremely painful due to how thick the substance is. I highly recommend that if you're gonna go this route, that you do it intramuscularly. With L-Carnitine, you'll need to take a 2-week loading phase. You should take between 800 to 1,000 milligrams a day during this 2 weeks. The kicker with L-Carnitine is that it has to be taken side by side with insulin. This could be your body's own endogenous insulin. So you would take L-Carnitine and eat a high carbohydrate meal so your pancreas will release insulin, or it could also be taken alongside exogenous insulin. Once you've completed your 2-week loading phase, the mitochondria are now saturated with L-Carnitine. Because of this, you can reduce your dose by about half. So if you're taking 800 milligrams, you take 400. If you're taking 1 full gram, now you take 500 milligrams. As for the best time of day to take L-Carnitine, it doesn't seem like it really makes a difference, but personally, I take 1 dosage of 500 milligrams before I do my fasted cardio in the morning, and then I take another 500 milligrams of L-Carnitine before I go to the gym. Now, I wanna set some realistic expectations for L-Carnitine. It's not gonna be a massive game changer or anything that's gonna blow you away. but it is enough to notice that it is doing its job and that it is working. If you found this information useful, consider sharing this with a friend, leaving a comment down below, or anything else that can help me with my channel. Also, don't forget to check out my Instagram where I post almost daily. And if you're looking for a coach that can help you with the right supplementation, shoot me an email at RobertJamesFitnessCoaching@gmail.com, and we can set up a consultation and discuss what your goals are and what I can do for you. Thank you so much, guys, for watching, and I will see you on the next video.